weeks practicing this. I don't want a lot for Christmas. There is just one thing I need. I don't care about the presents underneath the Christmas tree. I just want you for my own, more than you could ever know. Make my wish come true. Baby, all I want for Christmas is you. Thank you. Merry Christmas. Thank you, Freddie. So, that song Mariah Carey wrote in 1994, All I Want for Christmas Is You. Now, what is crazy, I was coming across an article here recently, and I know many of you are going to meet me after Mass and refute this, but since 1994, believe it or not, there has yet to be a new Christmas song. Now, with that being said, there have been artists that have tried, right? It hasn't been something that has just gone amiss. There have been musicians through the last 25 years who have tried to break into the Christmas scene, have tried to produce a new song for this season, and they let it out on an album, they release it, they hope it makes it, and maybe it does for a little while, and maybe it has its devoted fans that love it, and it becomes part of their holiday tradition. But as far as a song becoming canon in the Christmas season, the last time it happened was in 1994 with this song on her album Merry Christmas. Now what's crazy is this song has sold over 16 million copies worldwide, and it is one of the best-selling singles of all time because of that. Now it took it 25 years, but this month of December 2019, for the first time in this song's history, it finally topped the charts. So this year, 25 years after it was released, it is finally #1 on the billboards, on the Billboard Hot 100. I know, crazy. Now what's amazing to me is reading these articles. One of them was from NPR, one's from the New Yorker. You can look this up all over the place. And they're talking about this song and why. Why is it the last song to make it in 1994? And nobody knows. What they do know is that for most Americans especially, we don't like to mess with our Christmas traditions. And we have our songs that we turn to. We have our classic songs, our classic movies, TV shows. We have our classic meals that we turn to around the season. We do the same thing every year, and it's not a bad thing. In fact, a lot of you are here tonight because this is an annual tradition to come to Christmas Mass. And we do this year in, year out, and it's fun. We actually look forward to it. It's one thing that we look forward to that doesn't change. Very few people get ready for Christmas and think to themselves, this year, we're going to do something different. This year, we're just going to rewrite the whole playbook. No, people are just like, they're going through their closets, getting out all the decorations, the same decorations they put up year in and year out with the same ornaments that they've had for the past 50 years. And they're putting it on the tree, and they get out the same songs. We love this tradition. Part of it, I think, and at least this is true for me, is when we do that, when we bring out those things from the past and we make it just a tradition every year to do the same thing, it harkens us back to our childhood. For many of us, Christmas is a time to be innocent once more. It's a time to be a child, to have wonderment and awe, to believe that magic is real, to believe in miracles. And so if we hear songs that we heard in our childhood, we see ornaments that we hung on the tree as kids, we watch those same movies and do the same thing, grandma's same recipes. It's very familiar. It's very wholesome and it's very good. Now the crazy thing is we're not alone in this. God Himself loves the familiar. In fact, G.K. Chesterton, in his book Orthodoxy, referred back to God as if He Himself were a little kid. Right? And it's kind of funny how He does this. You know around Christmas time, when you have these kids, they get their presents, and you play with them with that toy, let's say it's some peekaboo thing or something. And the kid sees this, and they say all the time, if you do this thing with them, they just say, do it again. And so whatever it was, you do it again. And then they don't ever get tired of it. They say, do it again, do it again, do it again. And as an adult, we get tired of it, right? Like after a while, you're just like, okay, you know, like you get the gist of this, you get what this toy does, like why am I still doing this? Hours at a time. But we do it because for the kid, they don't lose that wonderment or that awe. To them, the 100th time is as good as the first. And God is the same way. G.K. Chesterton pointed out, what if when God created the cosmos and he watched the first sunrise on this earth, and he was so pleased by it, and it was so beautiful, he said to the sun, do it again, do it again. And so every day, the sun rises because God beckons to it again and again. Do it again, do it again, do it again. And every spring, the flowers blossom. And God thinks the flowers are so beautiful and wonderful that he created them, that every spring he says once again, do it again, do it again, do it again. And being like a little kid kind of makes sense for God. As Chesterton put it, I love the quote. He says, it may be that God makes every daisy separately, but has never grown tired of making them. It may be that he has the eternal appetite for infancy, for we have sinned and grown old, and our Father is younger than we are. For God then, when he deals with humanity, he really doesn't do a whole lot of new things. Yeah, he tries different ways of getting around it, but for God, the message is always the same. And it never changes, and he's fine doing it again and again and again. But his message to us never changes, because God only knows how to do one thing. He only knows how to do one thing. He only knows how to love. It started with our creation with Adam and Eve in the Garden of Paradise. We went through salvation history with Noah and Moses, Abraham, with David the king. And then he summed it all up by sending his only begotten Son, because God so loved the world. He sent us his only Son, not to condemn it, but to save it. It's the same tactic he's been using from the beginning. And after Christ was born, and every year, every moment since then, he still says it to his Son. He says, do it again, do it again. Be born into the world. Be born into my family of believers. Be born into the people who follow me. Be born into their hearts and their lives. Be born in the midst of their tragedies and adversities. Do it again. Be born in their heartaches, and their pain. Be born in their joys and their laughter. Be born at every moment of their life that they know Emmanuel, God with us. This is the message of Christmas that has been resounding for the past 2,000 years. God only knows one thing, and that is to love us. And this miracle that we celebrate today was the peak of this. The incarnation. Christ became one of us so that the same message could be accentuated in his presence. I don't know. God likes to send this message to us in so many different ways. So many different words. But the message is the same. I love you. Maybe he even uses the words of a pop song to do it. Maybe he speaks to us in that and says directly to our hearts, I don't want a lot for Christmas. There is just one thing I need. I don't care about the presents underneath the Christmas tree. I just want you for my own, more than you could ever know. Make my wish come true. All I want for Christmas is you. Merry Christmas, everyone.